going on, guys? So I was thinking about what I was talking about in my how to continue enjoying the EU video the other day, and it was about the Galactic Starcruiser, which you can see here, and then the building that looks like Soviet architecture. That's really great, Disney, Lucasfilm. Anyway, I was thinking about it, and then I saw this article from Bounding into Comics on Chuck Dixon. A couple of months ago on his YouTube channel, he did one of his Ask Chuck Dixon Q&As. He talked about Superman and Captain America and the intent of the original creators and how the modern day creators and editors have strayed from that. And he's exactly right. When you look at every studio that owns these properties now, when you look at every franchise, they've taken the main characters, the heroes, and they've warped them to fit their own worldview, to fit their own ideology. Comicbookresources.com, the new Superman's anti-American mission may be a good thing. Superman, son of Kal-El, questions the character's American values and sets John Kent on a mission that could see him go up against the USA in a good way. I guess it depends how you define good. And then you have Star Trek and Spock is the most popular Star Trek character of all time. Sorry, Shat, I love ya, but it's just the way it is. So you have CNET here, and they write how Star Trek Discovery's Spock differs from the classic Nimoy take. It's more than the beard, and then the caption says, it's a whole new Spock in Discovery, and it's very symbolic that they're doing this in a series that takes place before the original series chronologically according to their own continuity, because they're fundamentally rebuilding the character according to their ideology. And then you have this one, Luke Skywalker, a really high-profile example that opened a lot of people's eyes, a lot of people in the general audience that might have been oblivious to what was going on before. And then you have Doctor Who. The first Doctor is no longer the first Doctor. In the Jodie Whittaker seasons, they revealed that there were other Doctors before that, and the novelization of Rose, the first episode of the revived series, with Russell T. Davies' name on it, the guy who everyone has been clamoring to come back, his name is on the cover of this book, and they confirmed the existence of Doctors outside of the traditional lore. And if you ever track down this book and you keep reading, you'll see that this paragraph continues on, indicating that there was a transgender, disabled version of the Doctor. But it's not enough that they go after heroes, they also have to go after the villains, either by making them sympathetic characters who only needed to be understood, or by making them worse than they were originally portrayed, as in this example, where Ta-Nehisi Coates wanted to make Red Skull be Jordan B. Peterson, because, you know, when you look at current events, Jordan B. Peterson is the worst thing happening in society right now, right? No, it is worse to people like Coates because Peterson is a legitimate threat to people like him. Now let's start bringing this back to the Galactic Starcruiser. Recently, young Rippa had this to say. While y'all thought it was trivial, while y'all thought it was stupid, they went out there and they were like, we get control of this and we can control the future generations. We don't need ideas on our side. We don't have to be the smartest people in the room. We don't have to do any of that. We just have to get control of these subcultures that so many people belong to and they care about more than, let's say, who their representative is, be it state or federally. Now, what is this he's talking about? What are the subcultures he's talking about? It's the comics, it's the Star Wars, it's the Star Trek, it's all this stuff that has become pop culture over the last 50 years. And he's exactly right. The cultural subverters are using this stuff to get to the masses. And it's working. It's not just in education, it is in mass media. This is something that was discussed quite extensively by Ichibaka on his channel. His videos are still up. I'll put a link in the description, so go check them out. Chuck Dixon called the people who write Superman and Captain America as straying from their root values unimaginative morons. This creates a kind of dilemma for these postmodernist creators. When they try to be imaginative, something like Galactic Starcruiser or Galaxy's Edge sucks, and no one is interested, and thus their ability to subvert culture is limited. But if they latch on to an existing hero in a popular franchise, some people will recognize the unfaithful portrayal of the character, but the masses, or at least a large enough segment in most examples, will latch on to what is presented. In this case, the cultural subverters and media have succeeded. All the authoritarians have to do is pretend they are giving the people what they want to get the support they need. Then they bait and switch. and reality becomes something very different. Are Spider-Man's box office numbers going to be enough for Thor: Love and Thunder to be rewritten and reshot? We can't cherry pick what we like and what we don't like. It's a zero-sum game. Your entertainment spend is discretionary. Paying to see or merch for Spider-Man or The Mandalorian, if you feel those productions are actually good, is not going to send a message. All these conglomerates have to do is outlive us. The reality is that they are too big to fail because special interest groups will not let them fail. Your money will continue to fund stuff like the Eternals and Superman kissing other men. Stop giving them money.